incredible in transition, and where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
So for the Clippers right now, CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in a small forward. Here's Paul. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. And Griffin, here we go. And there's the 3-second violation. Well, there haven't been many misses at the line for this group of players. This is how the shooting guards around the league stack up when it comes to free throw shooting in the past 10 games. Take a look at Redick, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
Well, we've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard spot, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, that's right, because all they have done up there is convert their chances. That's it, plain and simple. These are the steadiest hands you're going to find, not just at their position, but in the league overall.
Teague, a top-tier penetrator, a nice teardrop in the lane.
And he's an improved passer, too, Kevin. I like the confidence he's starting to play with now. Getting into the lane, he's elite when it comes to the assist-turnover ratio. The point guards are measured by, and he continues to expand his offensive game as well.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do, until Rivers. Rivers said, I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken. Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Phoenix.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. The guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
You know, an interesting statement came from the mouth of CP3 last year when he mentioned that he feels that Allen Iverson was the most influential player ever. Interesting. Most probably would have said Jordan.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for T. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Crawford's checked in. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he gets the bucket. Bazemore's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
You talk about Allen Iverson's influence. You know, Chris Paul wears the number 3 jersey in honor of Iverson. Paul was about 10 years old when the answer started his NBA career, so a huge influence.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrow.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of a team ready to fight back into this game.
They grab their own miss. And Redick kicks to Crawford. Drills the three-pointer. Crawford's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers.
You look at it, a significant portion of their offense is coming off second chance points, guys.
And, Steve, that tenacity is impressive. I mean, they've been the hungrier team out there, and there's no substitute for having an attitude of attack.
Redick for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Scott's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And you look at Chris Paul and Allen Iverson. What similarities do you see in their games?
Well, really just size. That's the only thing. Allen Iverson was a speed merchant. Chris has tremendous and deceptive speed, a little stronger, more of a quarterback. AI was just a flat-out killer as a scorer. I mean, the guy did some amazing stuff for a long time at his size. I mean, he was 6 feet tall and 150 pounds. put buckets on guys like I hadn't seen a small guy do since Nate Archibald. And Isaiah Thomas was similar, but a little stronger.
He kicks it to Crawford. Fires from deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. And Mack kicks to Muscala. From the baseline. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. He feeds it to Griffin. Back to Paul. Down low. Here's Crawford. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Scott kicks it to Bazemore. The dish now to Schroeder. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Max got 7 points. Clippers trail by 9. Korver at the 3 with Paul Millsap at the 4. Teague out there with Shelvin Mack. And it's Muscala in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Shelvin Mack. Now here's Crawford. He dishes it to Reddick. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Griffin. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Millsap. Right side Teague. And the layup is good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Reddick. Into Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 8 points for Paul Millsap.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Korver. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Can't hit from in close. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. The feed to Reddick. Paul goes in. Reddick is in the corner. The three-pointer no good.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
And Muscala kicks to Korver. And it's off the back rim, no good.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Crawford missing again.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Al Horford is checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Here's Reddick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Reddick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Clippers trail by 5. Soft touch off the glass. Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Teague dishes to Korver. Carroll with the 3. And he gets the bucket.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Now here's Paul. Here's Jordan. And he goes in for the dunk.
A high-quality shot is almost always going to come off a rebound like that.
And Clark, he is so good at working his way inside, holding off the defenders under the glass, and being in the right position.
Knows how to use his body.
Yeah, I just like the way he consistently pursues the pumpkin.
Clippers trail by 6.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions. This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now here's Teague. Kicks it to Carroll. And there's the pass to Millsap. Goes back up. Again, Millsap missing.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Feeds it to Reddick to tie it up. Atlanta with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
On defense, the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Sinks it.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through. This is the red-hot version of Chris Paul right there.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Well, the way to go here, you got to get a quick basket and then a foul. That's the only course of action at this point.
And it's key who they foul. Don't send an excellent free throw shooter to the line here.
Knocked loose. Reddick passes to Crawford. The tray. Can't get it to go. Here's Korver. No good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top.